like a lot of people who work in offices, and honestly just people who exist these days, I have a problem with forward shoulders. Rounded forward shoulders. Because everything in our life is in front of us these days, whether it's our phone or the computer or just about anything. It's really not hard to figure out how our shoulders get so hunched so easily. I think that's probably the most out of whack thing about our posture is our shoulders. They just get so stuck, and they are so stuck. They've been in this repetitive motion for so long that it's such a process getting them out of that. And I feel like if I do some stretches consistently for like days and weeks, I can start to see just like a teensy bit of improvement. And then if I stop doing it for like 2 days, it's right back to square one of them just being rounded forward and like up to my ears. So stressed out in the shoulder department all the time, are we? And I learned recently that the shoulders, because they come forward, like around the chest area, like that closes off your heart center. And I definitely thought for a long time that the heart having anything to do with emotions or love, whatever, was just created by Hallmark. Like that was just that idea of the heart that's shaped like this, having to do with love and feelings and stuff. Well, you learn as you get older that actually the heart really is a great big emotional center. And sure, there's probably a lot of science and stuff to back all that up, but I don't really care about that. I just care about my own personal experience that when my shoulders are rolled forward, my heart is very much closed off. And so just a nice, good stretch, even like one that doesn't even last very long, I just feel my mood immediately shift in the positive direction. In a way of like, oh, like a whole bunch of things that were on my mind just like suddenly don't matter anymore. After just like 5 or 10 minutes of some good stretching, of just unlocking, of just breaking myself open. And it's interesting that the heart, I mean, I love that it's in front of me. It feels like I'm a superhero with some sort of thing on his chest that sends out some projection of, I don't know, some super beam or something like that with my heart. And the heart just, the fact that it's always facing wherever I'm facing, it feels like it just illuminates things around me. It just shines this light of, that's okay. Like, that thing is okay, and that thing is okay, and that thing is okay when my heart really doesn't have a filter in front of it. When it's not locked off by my closed posture. I want to keep my heart as open as possible. I think that my heart is one of my biggest assets because I think that it is so wide open a lot of the time, but that's also what makes it very vulnerable. I mean, I got a very sensitive heart, I think is more what it is. I get very bogged down by other people's emotions very easily. I haven't quite figured out how to process that. And my reaction to feeling so much, to being such a hypersensitive person, is that I try to close down my heart. I try to stop its natural mechanism by turning away from people or turning my head down, like distracting myself. I mean, ironically, what I'm doing when I close off my heart, bring my shoulders forward to hold up my phone, I'm distracting myself. I'm trying to not take in quite so much of the feeling around me. I'm saying no to some kind of sensation. But I like that I also just have the visual of just spreading myself open. You know what I mean? It's not... Why am I still 12 years old at heart? But opening myself up, honestly. Opening myself up to experiences. My heart's been really, really heavy for a long time. And I've come to learn that it's not a matter of like lightening it up or anything. It's just a matter of getting used to my heavy heart. I think that in a way, my heavy heart it might be just a result of, I have too many things I care about. And I'm done trying to force myself to stop caring about anything. If it's on my mind, it's on my mind. If it's in my soul, it's in my soul. And there's no getting rid of it. I have naturally forward hunching shoulders more than most people because I have a metal rod in my spine that closes off. Like a lot of my spine cannot bend, and so to compensate, when I want to slouch, my shoulders come forward even more than most people's. So I think that might be a reason why I'm a particularly high-strung person. But there's always something that I can do about it, even if I can never fully alleviate the weight in my heart. I can always make it just a little bit more open than it is at any given time. And that's sometimes all that you can really ask for.